Hello there, ladies and gents, it is I, Mr. Emo Raccoon, and welcome back to our Grand Theft Auto 5 playthrough. We are currently on episode 8 of the Grand Theft Auto 5 playthrough, and I've got a little bit of bad news to tell people, for those of you that were kind of hoping we would get back to the main story. So, if you saw yesterday's video, thank you, Martin, for that text. If you saw yesterday's video, you will have known that I briefly mentioned at the start of the video that we would be getting back to doing the main story. And I was right, and I was kind of wrong. Let me explain. So in that video, we ended up finishing all of Trevor's missions. We now have Franklin, Trevor, and Michael unlocked again, just before Dead Man Walking. So we're at that point in the game, like before Michael's family leaves, but before we actually meet Steve Haynes and everything like that. Well, unfortunately, there's one more kind of mission slash like objective that we need to do on Michael before we get back to the main story officially. And we're going to be doing, if you read from the title, the Epsilon program in this video. Reason being is because it's one of the few little extra things that you can do that gets Michael like an extra amount of money. And it's a lot easier to do just after doing the jewel store job because, as you can see, Michael has $1.2 million, which allows us to, you know, kind of pay through the Epsilon program pretty early, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think you pay around $150,000 to $200,000, like all the trials and process. And when we're done with this, we will basically double, if not triple, our current money that we have right now. So, I would like to say this now before going forward. There are a couple extra things that we need to do that are outside of the main story. There is another random event that we need to do on Franklin to get him an extra amount of money, but I'll either try to work it into this video or in upcoming videos. I won't dedicate a whole episode to that, at least not until we finish the main story. So this should be the last diverging episode in this series until we finish the main story. So next episode, we will be going back to the main story missions officially. I just completely forgot about this. And yeah, that's basically my long and short excuse. So like I said, we're going to be doing the Epsilon program in this video. So we need to do a little bit of research, because we need to either get lucky in finding the website, or I can just type it in. But because I don't know how to spell, and because texting takes a lot more effort than it's actually worth, I'm just going to keep trying to randomize it to see if we can actually get it. Now, knowing me, it's probably going to take 10,000 years to actually randomize and actually get it, but who knows? Because either A, again, it's going to take me forever to actually do this, or B, we'll get it pretty quick. Yeah, there we go, okay. Okay, there we go. So the first part of this, we need to go ahead and complete this little quiz right here for the Epsilon program. Now, for those that don't know, the Epsilon program in GTA 5 is actually a parody of Scientology. So this is going to be a very, very exaggerated version of Scientology's religion. So if there's a lot of stuff in here that seems extremely over-exaggerated, keep in mind it's parodying something that people already consider nothing more than a parody. So I think that's pretty funny. Do I ever experience deja vu again? I'm going to try to answer these questions, by the way, based off Michael's, not me. Okay. Do you understand completely to be you have the endurance to lie with 9 partners a week? Unfortunately for Michael, no, he does not, but you never know. Do you consider attractiveness relative to you? I ain't gonna lie, Michael, you know, Michael is a little bit older, but I mean, I think he can still get it. I'll give him that. Do you have a birthmark on your face? Does Michael have a birthmark? Question. Does he want to be famous? Well, he does go into the movie industry, so I guess that counts for something. Are you able to look at things and see them as metaphors for other things like trees and... It's a confusing way to ask this question, but I think Michael could see that as a metaphor. Can you easily ignore your entire family? Yes. Yes, he could. At this point in the game, yes. Yes, he could. Does this do his checks clear? No, it does not. Technically, at this part in the game. Oh, you have to... Wait. You can't click no, or you have to click yes? Or does it actually... Oh, okay. I thought you had to, like, actually click yes. I was about to be like... Wow, dude. You have an enlightenment level of 24%, which is in the highly undesirable band. Your graph reveals you are extremely unfulfilled, depressed, unsuccessful, and sometimes like stabbing your own eyes out. Your own eyes or the eyes of others. I have horrible grammar. I can't read. Please realize that this is not our opinion. It's your opinion of you run through a very complicated that we sell for a profit at the Epsilon Gift Shop. The important question is, do you appreciate the limitations of your misunderstandings? It is vital that you disconnect from your inadequacy. You must take action. Travel through the dawn to the past pictured in our brochures. Look for the red truck with a dent on the right fender. Raise your left hand and recite the words, "Take me to my father, brother, uncle, Kifflom," and we'll do the rest. Because we all know there is Kifflom and there is Krantz, and both. Alright then. So, if we go back to our map, we should have, up there we go. Alright. So that's the Epsilon program's little first Stranger and Freaks mission starting point. So, we're going to go ahead and head over there right about now. So, I'll cut back to when we're actually at the Stranger and Freaks.
Ah, red truck, huh? Yeah, fuck it, why not? Take me to my father, brother, uncle, Kifflom.
Yo, peace, brother.
Kifflom.
Oh,
Kifflom.
really? Oh!
Kifflom.
If you feel you've understood nothing, then you know everything. Come to Vinewood for the real truth. But first there'll be $500, please. Kifflom be praised.
Kifflom be praised. All they did was just steal your clothes and, like, you more or less have no idea what's going on right now. Kifflom. Okay. Kifflom be... Yeah, alright. Alright. Anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and get the, excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and get this, person's vehicle over here. Or actually, I'll probably just call another cab to get back in this. But they want a donation of $500, okay? Fine, I'll give them a donation of $500. I'm gonna be real patient about it and keep clicking through to find the website. Instead of actually, you know, being responsible and just typing it in, I'm just gonna... Why not? You know what I mean? Alright, so now that that donation has processed, I need to wait some time before we can actually, oh, I can just go ahead and take this vehicle, the person doesn't. But I need to wait some time before the next mission spawns in, or let me actually just be sure. Yeah, okay. I need to be like 100% sure about it. Because the next mission, I'm pretty sure, is the one where you meet up with Marnie and you meet up with, I don't know the other guy's name. You meet up with Marnie, you meet up with the other guy, another one of the Epsilon cultists, we'll just say, and it's the one where you have to spend $5,000. You know, just a lot of money, a lot of unnecessary amount of money. Because if it wasn't obvious enough, the only reason that Michael is even entrusting himself to be a part of the Epsilon program is more or less he just wants a reason to actually be alive at this point in the game. Now, of course, you can actually do the Epsilon program whenever you want. You can do it at the start of the game, you can do it at the end of the game. Like, you can do it when Michael and his family are still disagreeing with one another. You can do it, like I said, when you've already completed the big score. But the entire purpose of even having the Epsilon program in the game to, you know, to Michael anyway, he wants to have a purpose in life, something that gives him answers to questions that he feels are not unanswered. The same reason why he feels Dr. Freelander is not giving him any help at all, because he's going to therapy because he wants to better himself, but he can kind of see through that Dr. Freelander's not necessarily helping him. He's more or less just taking his money. He even points that out a couple times when giving phone calls to Freelander, being like, sure, you'll compensate me as long as I got money in my pocket, right? You know, like, he's aware that Freelander is expensive. So in trusting the Epsilon program and actually trying to better himself, he'll do whatever it takes to become a better person, even if it costs him a lot of money. He's still able to see through the Epsilon program, or their cult mannerisms. He's still able to see through it, but he's willing to go the entire mile just to either feel better about himself, or just to see the payout at the end of it. Because you'll notice, even with him being a antithesis, as they like to call it, he's still willing to forego all those thoughts and better himself to quell his antithesis and more or less get to the final finish line and become a true Epsilonist, if only just because he wants to, again, better himself. Which, the final choice of whether or not you want to be an Epsilonist or you want to be a traitor is still on you, the player. And depending on which option you pick, Michael will either, be a full Epsilonist or he'll just be a traitor. It doesn't matter, honestly, because it's not like it connects into the story that well. But I just thought I'd point that out in case people were curious as to why, Michael is even entrusting what is basically a scam, more or less. What is basically a scam. But yeah. So let me go ahead and quickly change Michael's clothes, and I'm going to go ahead and sleep and skip forward today until we actually get to the next mission. So I will cut back when we're at the next mission.
Hello?
Kifflom, you have come this far, but the journey has only just begun. You waited years for this moment. You're exactly.
Do you guys
in the
recognize
right
this
place.
character right here?
I was lost. I sold myself. I took drugs. I was in conflict. Then I discovered an incredible truth. A truth so incredible that if I told it to you now, you would melt into nothingness.
That's actually
You
Marnie
are
from
ready,
GTA 4.
But you are not.
The girl
ready.
that Nico
I'm not
helps out.
ready.
Then you're ready.
I don't know about that.
The truth is incredible if you're capable of understanding it. We have your email address. We will send you an incredible education tool that will help you to unlock the secrets of the existence. That will cost as little as $5,000.
5,000.
What price would you put on having the tools to understanding everything and to achieving the impossible?
The price I would put on that is every penny you've ever earned. Kifflom, sister mother.
Well, the price I would put on it is all the money in the entire world, because that is how much it is worth.
Well, we're offering you millions of dollars of top-quality research and learning by society's best thinkers for only $5,000.
Think about it, Michael. And if you think too long, we know you're not ready.
Kifflom.
Kifflom!
Okay.
But yeah, for those of you that have actually played GTA 4, you probably noticed who that was. But that's Marnie, and she was a character who was a random stranger that Nico met in GTA 4, which this property is like one of the, by the way, I'm just getting nosy because this is like one of the weirdest properties in the game, because once you do that, you can't go back in. But anyway, back to the topic. She's a random stranger that Nico helps in GTA 4, I believe a total of 3 times. And when you meet her, she has a serious drug problem. If I'm not mistaken, she was severely addicted to heroin. And the final time that Nico meets Marnie, she wants to fully get herself clean. And as you can see, she did get herself clean. But she didn't go down the path that she said she was going. She wanted to go back to the Midwest to be with her family. And if I'm not mistaken, it was to potentially be an actress, if I'm not mistaken. But as you can see, she got roped in with the Epsilon cult, and now she's a prominent person that just gets, people, or tries to get people to join the Epsilon as a whole. Anyway, so now we actually have a link to the website, thankfully, from Martin. Now we're gonna give them $5,000. $5,000. You've got to keep giving them nothing but money over and over again. That's the entire.
It's just a cop.
That's all we do with the Epsilon program up until we get to the final, end part of it. Will be, which would be very fun to watch. So the next mission is going to take place in Sandy Shores, but we've got to wait a while before that mission starts up. So I will again cut back when we are at that mission.
The paradigm is ending. The paradigm is ending. Hello, Michael. Or should I say, Zolag?
What?
Your real name is Zolag. You are a king. You lived in a cloud city, but evil forces came and cast you out. Now you are trapped here, but soon you shall be free.
Okay.
I used to be called Marnie. Now I am Shupar, Queen of the Winds. Doubting is the pathway to believing for non-objectionable persons. The literature is very clear about that.
Why is it whenever people talk about reincarnation, they're always a king or a general or a famous person? How come they're never a serf or a rock or a bug?
Oh, it is easy to be a doubtful antithesis, but be a thesis, Zolag. These are incredible truths. I used to be lost. Now I'm the most powerful person in existence. Last night, I went to 47,000 places at the same time.
Okay. This is bullshit.
Objectionable persons fall at any hurdle.
Goodbye.
Helping higher beings is the pathway to acquiring a higher existence.
I'm sure it is.
You're not. But you are on the way. Some of our true thesis holders, who also happen to be top of their field actors, philosophers, and humanitarians, require cars.
Oh.
Can you find it in your heart to be of service? The spirits shall email you their requirements.
The spirits have emailed.
Don't be an antithesis, Zolag. Kifflom.
Kifflom.
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous for their whole entire, like, platoon, basically, to say, like, yeah, every celebrity that's a part of them wants cars. And at best, let's just all agree that it's Chris that wants the cars, and we're just gonna get the cars to Chris's house. Let's just be honest. Okay, these are the vehicles that the higher beings request. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure I remember where every single one of these vehicles are. The Vaca is honestly probably the hardest one to find. Okay, the Serrano, I remember where it is. The Tornado, I definitely remember. Diamond, I remember. And the Double T, I think I know where all these vehicles are. Okay. So I'm going to quickly show you guys exactly where all these vehicles are, because after this mission, they do give a predestined spawn of where, like, every single one of these vehicles can be, which you can find these vehicles, like, on the road. You don't have to get these specific vehicles, like, at their specific spawn points or anything like that. You can actually, you know, get these vehicles from, you know, their area, or you can get them off the road. It doesn't matter. The game doesn't really care, but they do spawn at these predestined spawn points in case, you know, you can't find it. Because the Vaca you can't find anywhere else. And the, I'm pretty sure the Double T you can't find anywhere. So the first vehicle we're going to get is the Serrano. And the Serrano spawns over here.
Vinewood Hill.
And it's probably the easiest to get because it's the easiest to remember.
This is the spot, right?
Okay, well, I appreciate you for putting me down here, Mr. Taxi Man. Alright, so we're up the stairs, and it should be around... where? It should be right around here at the parking lot. Just have to break through somebody's house to actually get it. Okay, no, it leads straight up to the parking lot. Alright, we're good. We don't have to go. And it should be right here. Yep, there it is. So this is the first vehicle, and like I said, it always spawns here after you do that mission. It always spawns, like, at this general area. And now we have to take it to the Epsilon marker, which is basically, it's basically Chris Fromage's house. The, you know, actual founder / leader of the Epsilon. Alright, so we're going to take this car down there. Then I'll cut back when we have the car delivered, and I'll show you where the rest of the loot. Okay, so here we are delivering the first vehicle. And there we go.
Baby.
That's the first one. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm going to have to kindly throw myself at your vehicle and, you know, get some false insurance money. But I'm going to need you to kindly exit the vehicle, please. Oh, that's a sir. Sorry about that. Sorry for misgendering you, sir. I just thought you were a woman. My bad. Anyway, so the next vehicle we need to get is the Vaca. And if I remember correctly, it spawns on this road, because this is Franklin's house. And I'm pretty sure it spawns on this road over here. If I'm not mistaken, I might have to look up where it's actually at, but I'm pretty sure it's along one of these houses. We're just looking for a standalone garage. where the vodka is. Now, unfortunately, this vehicle doesn't actually spawn anywhere else in the game normally. The only way you can actually get it is off the website. So when you do this mission, yep, here it is, found it. So when you do this mission, it's actually one of the only ways that you can actually get this vehicle without having to pay for it off the website, because you can either get it here and keep it for yourself, or you can, again, buy it off the website, or you can get it in the, I forget what the mission's called. I think it's called, I'm pretty sure the mission's called Meltdown, isn't it? It's the mission where you have to save your family as Michael while you're going to see the premiere of Meltdown. You can either take the vodka, or you can take the stretch limo back to the house. But of course, normally people are going to take this car just because it's faster. And also, normally people will be, better at driving this vehicle than I am, as you can. Anyway. So, we're going to take it in. We're going to park it right up. We're going to get out of said car. And we're going to go after the next vehicle.
Oh, brother.
Alright, there we go. So, the third vehicle that we're going to go after, excuse me, sir, I'm going to need you to kindly stop your vehicle.
Man,
Okay, so the next vehicle we're going to go after is the Dinka Double Team motorcycle, which spawns at the Rockford Hills Hotel is where it spawns. It spawns right in the parking lot over there. So, we're going to go ahead and drive over and get it, and then we have two more vehicles to get, which are they're the furthest away from the location actually. And they're personally, they are in my opinion the most annoying vehicles to get: the Tornado and the Super Diamond, which the Super Diamond's based off of a Rolls Royce. I don't know why that's hard for me to say, but it is. What do? But hopefully I can find them like early so I don't have to go all the way up. If I do, whatever, you know what I mean? But hopefully I can find them on my way back so I don't have to go all the way in. You know what I mean? Because personally that just is enough. Anyway. Now, my only question, as opposed to like all the money that we've been giving the Epsilon program, is why do they want these? Is it just because they know Michael's resourceful and he'll actually get them for them? Because, like, let's say like he does get caught stealing them or something, they can just pin all the blame on him and like nothing will really happen to them anyway, because they'll just claim him as
well done.
They'll just
this
claim
is the
him.
work of a truth thesis.
They'll just claim him as some random guy stealing these vehicles, or is there actually a reason why they want them? Because I haven't been able to figure out that reason. At least I can't. Alright, so the next vehicle we're going after is the Tornado, and the Tornado spawns right here. So it's pretty far from the location. So it makes it one of the more annoying vehicles to get, because it's about a mile away. And because of that, it's also one of the slower, older vehicles in the game, which that doesn't make it a bad vehicle necessarily, but it's just for doing this, they could have made it one of the closer vehicles, had people not be as annoyed with having to drive so far away. Ooh, actually, oh, here it is. Hold up. Here it is. Okay. Well, we don't have to go to that location. We can just take this one. Sweet. Okay. But for reference, in case anybody actually doesn't or can't find it, it spawns right here at that garage right over there, that tote. Just in the event that you don't get lucky like me, and you can just steal it right off of someone. Because conveniently, we don't have to go all the way out there. But this also is good because it also proves, like I said, that you can just take a random one off the road and it'll count. You don't have to actually go find the one that the game like made or put out there, thankfully. Okay, so we're gonna put this Tornado in here, and the final vehicle that we need to get is
good boy.
The final one we need to get is the Super Diamond, the one that's based off the Rolls Royce. The Rolls Royce. I hope I'm saying that right, because it doesn't sound like I'm saying it right, because it's either I'm having a speech impediment trying to say the word, or I'm not saying it right, period. I think I'm not saying it right, but someone in the comments will correct me if I'm not saying it. Oh, okay. Well, here it is. This is not the location that I was going to go for. The location for the Super Diamond is actually, for the Super Diamond is actually, I believe it's somewhere like in the Rockford Hills, like, area right around here. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's right here in this backyard, or it's right over here. It's in like this triangular area right over here. I'll actually, you know what? We'll go drive to that area and see if we can go find it, actually. I know it's kind of a waste of time to do that, but even I'm not exactly sure where it is, so I want to go see if I can actually find it in that area, and we will confirm exactly where. You know, again, why would I steal this vehicle if we're going down there anyway to actually go see it? But again, I'm not 100% sure on where it is exactly. Like, once I find the area, I'll know where it is. But for those of y'all, I don't want to, like, lead you on a wild goose chase to try to find something that you can't find. That wouldn't be too nice, I don't think. So, okay, it's not back here. And I'm pretty sure it's all the way over here. It's somewhere this direction. You just gotta give me a second and I'll figure out where. So, if it's not there, then, okay, it's over here then, isn't it? Yep, here it is. Okay, I kind of figured. Okay, my mistake. It's not over here. It's actually over here in this parking lot, right at this point. As you can see, it's, you know, right, it's parked right over there in front of the, in front of that Rockford Hills building right over there. But yeah, just in the event that you can't, you yourself can't get any of these cars to spawn around. I mean, for me, I'm actually getting tornadoes to spawn now, which is crazy. I'm able to find a couple of them. But in the event that you can't find any of these vehicles, like, spawning around, you know, before getting to the locations, there's where all the locations of the cars normally are. Just so that you don't have to go on a wild, you know, a wild goose chase of farming RNG to try to find these vehicles. Because nobody likes farming RNG, unless you have a fetish for that shit. If you have a fetish for that shit, you might need to, check yourself into a, psych ward or something. You are different, I'll say that much. You are different. Very, very different. That's the nicest way. Anyway. So, with this being the final car that we deliver, we'll have to wait for another mission. Wait, what? Clear obstructions or park closer to the wall. How much closer do you want? I'm at the wall. It's gonna tell me that, like, it's fine now, isn't it? Even though I didn't even move the car.
Zolag, don't be an antithesis.
Oh, I'm gonna be an antithesis because this game just fucked me for no reason. I had to go back in there and waste more of my time. I'm gonna be mad about that. Anyway, so now that we've got all those cars, we're gonna go back to Michael's house. We're gonna sleep some, and I'll cut back to when we're at the next mission. Okay, now once I get Michael out of this rain, let me quickly read this email.
Is peace and quiet too much to ask for?
It is quiet, Michael. Okay, so I got this email from Marnie. You are progressing. Brother, Chris and the senior thesis holders are very happy with the vehicles you sourced to further Craft's work. You are firmly on the path to enlightenment, but it is a long and expensive path. There are many more trials ahead. Are you ready to understand the technology of your existence? Are you everything you need and less and more? Until next time, brother, Craft be okay. So now we have to, unfortunately, wait a few in-game hours to get to the next mission. But like I said, I'll cut back to when we're actually at the mission.
It's still flashing blue. Imagine if the answer to everything was hidden in this bush.
Hello, Zondar. Kifflom.
Kifflom. Marnie. Wait, I thought my name was Zolag.
That's because everything you have ever thought is wrong, Zondar. Do you know top actor, philosopher, and environmental activist Jimmy Boston?
What's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing?
Kifflom.
Right. Kifflom.
Welcome to the truth.
Your thoughts are probably very confused. Chris is clear about this.
Yeah, you're neither thesis nor antithesis.
You're nothing, Zondar, nothing.
I become a thesis, bro, in record time. So Chris said I could hunt for extraterrestrials out here using this incredible meter.
This is science the authorities try to suppress.
Well, Zondar, now you can meet your people.
Oh.
Kifflom.
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 This area's a confirmed hotspot for extraterrestrial activity, bro. The device should light up blue when it finds a signal.
Yeah, it should light up blue when it finds a signal. Obviously. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure...
Why don't you channel that energy into something productive?
Okay, well, Jimmy Boston's just gonna be completely on my ass about, you know, what I'm looking for. Even though he's following me. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I remember exactly where the items are.
You know you have to switch it on, right?
Oh my... There's a goal in this mission for, you know, searching for the item.
Where did you find this guy?
Without actually, you know, using the device. I'm not sure if this counts, but I guess we'll see.
Don't just wander around with it. Switch it on. Hey, Shikuku Car, did you give him some of the special vitamins?
They're making so much fun of you because they think you don't know how to use the item just because I won't actually...
Whoa, center yourself, bro. Why aren't you using the device, bro? This is a huge opportunity for new understanding.
You know why I'm not using the device? Because I can find it all without having to use it. That's why. I can use it without having to use it. You know what I'm saying?
Where did you find this guy? We offer you sacred tools and you don't even use them?
Whoa, wait a minute. What the hell is this? What's going on? Oh, hey. This? It?
I don't know. Shikuku Car, is this it?
If there is doubt in your mind, you're an antithesis, and the metaverse will not reveal its secret.
Guess we keep looking, bro.
Do not despair, Zondar. You
He's
just
not
need to try
buying it the same way
harder
I'm
to
not
rid
buying
your mind
it,
of ignorance.
honestly.
That's all.
He's not buying it the same way I'm not buying
Control
it.
your inner child. Engage in the lucidity. The meter only responds to your inner god, which must be set free to soar through the paradigms. Let it reverberate through your major organs. Resonate with your whole. Show some restraint. Activate your presence. The meter is the conduit to the metaverse.
See, they keep getting mad at me
I
because
think
I'm not
I'm
actually
close.
using it.
The Emperor has
Like,
chosen
I'm just
you.
cheesing it
A billion
and, like, just running
destinies
straight
in
to the
one.
area.
Zondar will be praised in the next paradigm.
So this is it, right?
Do you doubt the truth?
Do you?
I doubt that you don't doubt.
Now I'm doubting.
Then the search must continue.
Hey, Marnie? Shupar? This is ridiculous. Like I don't have anything better to do.
I heard that. You're being an antithesis again.
He's being an antithesis because they're going around on a wild goose chase just to find, like, a bunch of items that may or may not answer the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, they may or may not give Michael a reason to be... You know what I'm saying? A bunch of, like, ridiculous, basically, like, side quests more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Come on, then.
All they do
little
is just make
flashing
him
box.
question everything.
Reveal the great truth to me. This is it. I am 110% unequivocally positive this is it.
Then you understand, Zondar.
I understand that this is fucking it.
Good. Then you know what it costs.
$5 grand.
10.
Whatever.
Kifflom.
Alright, there we go. And now, that's going to cost us 10 grand. Good lord. Okay, so I didn't actually cheese it. Okay, so the game was able to tell. Yeah, because that goal is more or less just to find all the items without actually using the device. Which, technically I didn't, but I did. I'm just going to... Okay, I'm just going to pretend. Alright, so that's not the right email. Go to this one, and now we got to make 2 donations of 5 grand. Which is ridiculous. Well, whatever. Okay. 2 donations of 5 grand. Awesome. And now we gotta go do the same thing again. So now we have to go sleep, skip out the days to start the next mission. It's going to be so fun. So fun.
We are all dead and we are all immortal. Hello, Zondar. Are you ready?
For what?
It is today and the tract can be written.
Wait. I can't believe that you got wrapped up in this bullshit. You seem like a nice girl.
Objectionable antitheses are worse than idiots on a sinking ship. The literature makes that very clear.
Yeah, well, does the literature make clear that you need help?
I have help. I know the truth. If you want to know me, agree to pay your dues and wear pale blue attire for the next 10 days. You should get the attire off the website. It's very reasonable, right?
What?
Are you even capable of listening, Zondar? Kifflom.
Yep, like I said, he really wants to, you know, call out their bullshit on it, but it's just he can't. He wants to commit himself. I don't blame him. Anyway.
25 grand?
Yep.
Jesus. I mean, crap.
Yeah, for this outfit, that's a lot of money.
Cannot wait.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot of money to be spending on an outfit. Alright, so now we have to go back to Michael's house and we have to allow around 24 hours for the robes to get delivered. Hopefully I can do that like fairly fast. Because when it comes to wearing the robes, all we're gonna do is just sleep. Because I'm not waiting a whole... How long would that take? A whole 10... 8 minutes? It would take like in real life a ton of hours of just playing on Michael for 10 in-game days. So it's just faster, just obviously. So I'm gonna cut out all those, you know, sections of me sleeping, obviously, so that, you know, you guys don't get bored to death. But I'm not gonna play, you know, a whole 10 days for them. So I'll cut back to when we actually have the robes, and then I'll cut back to when we're actually done with the tent. Alright, our order has processed, and we've gotten the robes / pajamas, as the game would like to call it. So let's go ahead and... Alright, here we go. We must wear these for 10 cumulative days to quell our antithesis. Well, quell is a nice word. I guess you can say. And you know what we're going to do for those 10 days? Sleep. Because I'm not waiting a full 10 in-game days. That would take a long time in real. So, like I said, I'll cut back to, you know, when we're actually done. Alright then. That is 10 days of wearing these damn robes. That's 10 days of wearing these damn robes. Alright, cool. Kifflom! Hey, we got it. Alright, cool. Your robe clothed the nakedness of spectral ignorance. We have been following your great intent. Shall be some. Yeah, one of these days. I bet you as well that the definition of you shall be summoned is... I feel like the definition of being summoned just means more sleep. So I'm going to continue sleeping up until we get to the next mission. So that ought to be fun. Okay, here we go.
Ah, Brother Zondar, I knew you'd come.
I was told to come.
Chris needs you to take this plane to Initiate Boston. He awaits you in the east.
Okay, detailed as ever.
Truth must be revealed gradually until you're capable of understanding it. Craft's work waits for no man.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take this plane here over to the Sandy Shores airfield. After, you know, we get a phone call. There.
My eternal brother, you get the secret plane from the secret location?
Yeah, I'm in the top secret baby blue plane. Where am I heading?
Unknow it, and you'll know.
Look, can you just know it for me so we can move this thing along?
Okay, but that's entry-level stuff, bro. Sandy Shores Airfield. I'll meet you there. Kifflom.
Kifflom.
Okay. Now, ideally, I probably should have got Michael's flight skill up, like, a lot, because, yeah, his flying skill's awful. This plane is going all over the place. I probably should have got his flying skill. But that's fine. It's okay. Alright, leave the plane and let's go meet Jimmy Boston.
Get over here. I'm a busy man. Kifflom, bro.
Kifflom.
Got the money?
Kifflom.
Cool. And the plane?
Kifflom.
Oh, nice. You're almost a thesis of truth, bro. You nearly there. It's gonna cost a little time and effort, and then it's astroplanes and 37,000 places all at once. And the chicks.
And notice how he said 37 instead of 47.
You know, Chris and I sometimes watch porn together in the nude.
As it, you know, basically just to prove that, like, they don't
Maybe
even know
turn
what
on.
they're talking about.
It's pretty awesome. Anyway, Kifflom, man. Laters.
Kifflom.
Oh! Chris says, if you're ready, there's a tree of truth. Now, he'll arrange a map, but it's kind of expensive to reach this level of existence. You'll need quite a bit of money. Someone will mail you, bro. Mind if I take the plane?
Kifflom.
Yeah, expensive to reach this level of existence. You could just make the argument it's a metaphor for life anyway. You know what I mean? Like, screw paying the money to the actual Epsilon program. You know, you could just make that argument about living life in general. It's expensive to even be alive. Let alone pay for it, you know, with a cult. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Alright, so again, we've got to go back to Michael's house and advance time. So we will cut back to the next mission.
Kifflom!
Kifflom.
Come on! You've discovered great things!
Kifflom, brother, father, you now know we're not alone.
And you've discovered the importance of higher beings, celebrities, like me, as people to worship and guide you to truth. Here, this is your medal for your achievements so far. Chris is very happy with you.
Indeed, I am happy, Zondar. You have achieved great things, but it is as a blink of the eye. Unless you achieve more, you shall not survive the apocalypse.
Chris has spoken.
Kifflom.
Kifflom, Zondar, you're nearly a true thesis. Your antithesis is almost quelled.
Oh, it was so great!
I'm very reasonably priced, too.
Ah, quell my antithesis.
It's easy. Just bring a small donation to Chris at the Epsilon Center in the city.
But first, you must wear your medal and your attire and run 5 miles through the desert.
Yep. And they're not joking about that.
Kifflom!
Kifflom.
And you know what's crazy about that? Here, let me get out of the way before they... Do you know what's actually crazy about that 5 miles that you have to run? Apparently, in an older beta mission file, apparently Rockstar wanted that to be... Excuse me. They wanted that to be longer. So instead of 5 miles, they wanted you to run 20 miles in the desert. And then, on top of that, instead of it being 10 days of wearing these robes, you know that part where we had to wear these for 10 days, they wanted that to be 50. So yeah, you can see how ridiculous that would have been if the player had to wear that for, you know, 10 days, and then on top of that, they had to like, do all that other stuff. So that would have been kind of annoying. Now, on top of that, there's also one more thing about this section of the missions in general. There's actually a cut phone call that Trevor would give Michael if you actually, you know, did these missions. There would actually have been a cut phone call where after you ran 3 miles, Trevor would call Michael. And I'll actually put that phone call up on screen right now for you guys to listen.
Kifflom, 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 Kifflom. Yeah, Kifflom.
What? Where the hell are you?
Somewhere in the desert. I'm on a journey.
A large amount of peyote and ketamine kind of journey?
No, more of a search for the truth kind of journey. A test. Yeah, it's a long story.
Truth! You spent the last 10 years failing that test, my friend.
Look, I gotta keep moving, T. Just 2 more miles to go.
Ugh. Then you call me crazy.
But yeah, like I said, unfortunately that phone call didn't actually make it into the game. Again, it's only in, you know, cut mission files. Which, I understand why they cut it, but I also don't understand at the same time. So that kind of sucks. But I guess it is better than just, you know, not having, you know, any kind of, like, phone call. Like, I understand why they cut it, but I'm not happy about them cutting it. Because I guess their whole reason for cutting it was technically the player could get to this point in the game, like, before you actually met Trevor. Although it was highly unlikely, just because where would you get all the money to pay? You know what I mean? But I wish that phone call had stayed in the game. Now, I'm not going to make you guys sit through me walking for however long. This is going to take, like, it's going to take at least 20 minutes to get to the very end. But I will cut back when we have the phone call with Chris, and I will cut back, you know, when we're actually done with it. And then we can get on to the final mission. But until then, I'll see you guys in a minute.
Kifflom, 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 Kifflom. Oh, brother, brother, brother. What have I got myself into?
Brother, father, son, Kifflom.
Who's this?
The divine truth. Chris Formage. I fought many mythical beasts in that desert in my previous lives. You are very near to quelling your antithesis. I've been following your progress very closely.
You have?
I'm everywhere all at once. 1 more mile, and you will have arrived at where you are. Make me proud, Zondar. Craft be praised.
Right, well that's one of Chris's phone calls. Now we're gonna get the second one. Hey, we did it, and it didn't take as long as I thought it was gonna take. Thankfully. Alright, Chris.
Am I finished?
No. Your journey is just beginning. Have you cast off the cane? Have you observed your inefficiencies?
I guess so.
Then they no longer exist. You are ready.
Ready for what?
To make another investment in yourself. Bring a generous tithe to the center in Vinewood, and I will personally receive you.
Alright, there we go. And now we can go start the last mission.
Kifflom, brother.
Gotta go, brother. Kifflom.
Welcome, Zondar. I'm so happy to see that you understand everything.
Well, I know nothing, Chris, with no H.
Well, then you know everything. Kifflom.
Kifflom.
The tract is being written. We're writing the tract together. Together. I'm writing the tract here. Do you have the cash?
Yes, I do.
Today, I was speaking with Carpeton in the Paradigm 4. And he said that we should deliver some of the Apocalypse funds to the Cayman Islands.
Ah, Kifflom.
Then you and
I wonder why you want to take him to a place with no income tax.
Zondar.
You know, it's almost like, you know, you're taking a
my paradigm.
ridiculously
Kifflom.
large amount of money to a
Now,
place with no
are you
taxes so
ready
you can keep
to
it.
write the tract?
Kifflom.
Interesting.
Just make sure to deliver this big bale of cash to my helicopter. Oh, and I'm sure you'll be pleased to know Kraft is very impressed with your progress.
Ah. Kifflom.
All right then. Well, good to know. Now, wow, $50,000 for good lord. Anyway, there is 2 ways to end this mission, by the way. And you can end this mission either by completely, just being, an Epsilonist and more or less just abiding by everything this mission says. Or you can shoot all the security and take the money in the car. Now, let's be honest. What route do you think we're gonna take? No, you dummy, we're not gonna be an Epsilonist. Screw these people, they're nothing but a cult. We're gonna take the money. Why would you ever think I would take the first option? Oh, because you think I have morals or something. These people have less morals than I do. I threw all my morals out the window when I wanted to be a part of this cult anyway. Anyway.
Zondar! Good work! Good work! Load it up, people. This is paradigm sensitive. We gotta be offshore in 2 Earth hours. Zondar, follow.
And there you go. Alright, now let's see if we can try to get out of here. I do want to show one more thing if I don't have to leave the cops necessarily. As in, like, I don't have to leave the entire area. Try and stay, like, in the area, but if I have to leave, I'll leave.
That's great. Hey for you.
All right, there we go. And that's a nice 200, or not 200, that's a nice $2.1 million for basically just screwing over this cult. Awesome. Now, for those that are curious in which, or what the reward was for, sticking with the Epsilon group, this is our gift. But of course, we didn't get that, conversation.
You fucking traitor. After all we've done for you, you can consider your enlightenment revoked, you son of a bitch.
And you can consider this my refund.
Don't you realize how powerful I am? I make or break Vinewood careers. I will destroy you.
Gotta go, brother. Kifflom.
You are unsavable. You will be the fertilizer of the 10th paradigm.
And there you go. So I'm going to drive this tractor back to Michael's house, even though it really has no use. All it is just a tractor with the Kifflom license plate on it. But you know what? I think it's funny. So with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching this part. Now, tomorrow, I promise we will get back to the main story, and we'll stop doing, like, all this extra side mission stuff. I just did it because, come on, $2 million for basically just doing quite literally nothing. I mean, come on. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the generic crap the YouTubers tell you to do at the end of every video. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.